bullish patterns. There's 4 right now that I'm showing you out of about 14 that I trade on a regular basis. Actually, that I scan on a regular basis because I look for these patterns to set up. When they happen, it's very good odds of success that materialize. So a bull flag is this: you see basically a first run up, stock slows down, and then it pauses or just it drifts down slowly with the volume that goes down as well, and then you'll see the volume pick up when it breaks this channel, and that's a bullish flag that you have right here. That's one that works a lot of time, and it did work very well on SPNG, and we had it on the newsletter, and everybody that followed made 4 or 5 times their money on it if they traded this well. Just to give you an example as well of what I talked to you earlier, basically breaking lows. If you keep making higher lows every day, like on this chart right here, okay, there's no reason to get out of a stock. At some point you might decide to take a profit because it can become volatile, but on SPNG, from this point on to this point, you basically had to stay in the stock. And I did take some of it out at 23 cents because I was seeing a lot of churning in the stock. So that's basically other cues that I got from the charts. Okay, another example of a bull flag right here. You've got mosaic again. You see first move up from the bottom, some consolidation or pause on a few days, lower volume, and then you see the volume increase right here, and you've got to move up from about 44, let's say 45, to close to $60, okay, in a few days trading. Now, the other pattern that we have is the breakout. Breakout is a very powerful move that comes at a specific point where you have a new 52-week high, or you have a new 6-month high, or basically you have a new high over a quite good number of trading days. And when you have that basically trigger a breakout. And if a stock is followed by many people, a lot of people will join the party and just get in the stock, and then that's how you get a very powerful breakout. And normally you want powerful breakout because a lot of people will follow after this happened at this key point. And you can see right here, you had a breakout and it pulls back. Most of them will pull back in some ways. The most powerful won't, but most of them will pull back, and you always have like a second opportunity to be able to get in them. Okay, but you have to understand as well, a lot of the breakout fail, and there's a way to find which breakout don't fail, but that takes a bit more time. I'll just show you a few good examples of how powerful it is. If you look at it, this is over a year, actually a year time, and if you take that top, it's longer than that. You basically had the stock in a range, okay? And then and we'll talk about sector later, but the whole sector took off all at the same time. And what you can see is this is a perfect breakout, and then now it's on its way to making new highs. And this is, in a period of about a year and a half, you've got almost a 8-fold move basically on this breakout. This is United States steel, US steel. Basically this is an ascending triangle. It's not a perfect one, but it gives you an idea of what it is. You can compare this to a breakout as well, but at the same time what you have is you have lows being made, where they're always coming to a point where the lows are higher, the main lows are higher, and they're pushing back to the same, the high stays in the same range. And then when it breaks out the top of this previous high, that's when you have your entry, but you need to get volume with this at the same time. Okay, this is in a more basically a zoom picture of the chart as you see it happen on a daily chart. Okay, then the double bottom is an example of the support basically in action, where we looked at it a bit earlier. You can see that Apple came back to these levels close to $80 at the end of November. Then it moved in that direction. There's no clear pattern. There's not much to do there other than if you intraday trade it, but it's very difficult. When you get to a point like this, now you need to expect something different. And you wait for these key moments, and that's when you make money, because trying to do something in between these type of pattern, that's where you lose money. But when you see a clear pattern, you want to get in. And this one was a good one. Right at the support, you get a basically a very bearish day, and then it gap up at the open there. You know what? A lot of people were thinking it was going to go down, but this support worked, and you know what? Next thing you know, this is the new uptrend being started. Okay, the same example, but you can see the type of move that we got from 80 bucks basically. Could have, you know what? I traded this. I was out around this, and then I reloaded when it crossed right here. Okay, and then we had another move on this one.